Hello, and welcome back to Crochet at my house. It's been a very busy week this week. I've finished some things, started some things, worked on some things, done some other things that weren't crochet. Just a generally busy week. So first of all, I'm going to show finished things as I usually do. This is the first thing. It is a Sensational crochet shawl by Red Heart, and I used Stylecraft Naturals for this, which is bamboo and cotton. And I have blocked this because it wasn't sitting nice and straight at the top here beforehand. Like, it wasn't too bad, it was just needing a little bit of help. It is really quite good now. And it is really quite a big shawl, so I will be taking some pictures and putting them in so that you can see them. Now, I was going to say how much yarn I used. I got 1 ball of corn flour, which is this here, and this is a somewhat under half. I haven't weighed it, but I'm pretty sure this is under half a ball. Then the second row was done with the lavender, which is this one, and I had 2 balls of this. I used 1 whole one and maybe like, I don't know, 20 grams of this, like a small percentage but not tiny. It was enough that this needed to do a row or 2. And then the last section was done in this colour, which is dusk. It's kind of a grey colour. I used 1 whole ball again and less of the second one, so this is almost a whole ball. It only did like maybe a row and a half. So that is about how much I used. So if you're going to make this, getting 100 grams for the first stripe would be plenty. You will need a little over 100 for the second section and the third section. It turned out really nicely, and I'm really happy with the stitches. There's all sorts of different stitches on this. It's really quite pretty, and it does have a border of single crochet, as you can see, and yeah, different stitch patterns in it. So it looks really nice, and it's finished, so it's ready for my aunt's birthday. Now, the second thing is another of those Easter egg placemats here. This is the second one I made, and it looks really nice, I think. They do look slightly different from each other, as you can see. The stripes do land in different places, because obviously I was using a variegated yarn and not doing the striping like in the pattern. But it looks really nice, and I do have some yarn left over from this, so I'm going to try and make a coaster or 2 with it. So that's 2 placemats, and they're really pretty. And the last thing that I finished this week is this doll. This is the Granny Crafter doll, and I did alter the pattern just a little by this bit here. Now, you're supposed to make a base and like fill this with some weight and some stuffing so that it's a solid object, but I decided it would be a nice idea if I left it open and found a jar or a tub that was the right size and put it inside of it, kind of like this, and put buttons or something in it for storage. I just thought that would be nice. But this is how it turned out. Obviously she's got a purple dress underneath her apron, and then this is her apron, which I did some stripe detailing on it, and I only did one of the extra pockets. This is the extra pocket that I did, and I did pink stitching, so it's obvious stitching, but I thought it looked really pretty. And obviously the stripes. I did white along the top edge of the pocket area as well. And I did the last part in like the mint colour. But you'll notice if you look at the back, I did the ties for the waist in the pink, and then I did the mint colour for the top tie around her neck. So it's quite interesting, and it looks really cute, and it's ready again for another birthday. This one I don't need technically ready until the 12th of May, so this one's ready in advance. So that's all the things that I've finished this week. So things that I've been working on this week are, first of all, the sleeves for my dress. So I do have a few more stripes on this now. They are coming along. If I put it here, you can kind of see I'm about at my elbow at this point. I do have measurements on the pattern to follow, but I'm just kind of giving you some idea of how long it is by doing this. I haven't actually measured it, so I'm still working on increase, which I'm pretty sure I only have one more increase, and then it's straight up and then it comes back in. It's a raglan sleeve. So this is what it looks like, and of course I've been working on both sides at the same time, so they're both at the same point. I am going to hopefully finish this soon, which will be nice, because that is a project I've had on my hook for a very long time. Now the second thing I've been working on is, you recognise this. This is the Nativity Advent Calendar. Of course I'm working on the background. I have it right here. So this is the background piece. And I am now, I'll bring this closer, I'm now at the third row of pocket loops. So that's a pocket loop row. It goes all the way across. We also have a pocket loop row here and here. So that's 3 of the pocket loop rows. I've only got one more pocket loop row after that, and that'll be all the pockets done. So I have to go up from here for 14 rows, then I'll do a pocket row, and then I think another 14 or so rows, and then it'll be on to the next colour. So I'm excited to be doing the next bit soon. It's looking nice. I like how tidy it is. And I have woven in that end that I had about here. So it's nice and neat now. Now the last thing is actually something I started this morning, which is from this book, which you may also recognise if you watched my What I Got for Christmas video. It has all sorts of things, animals, vegetables, plants, foods, all sorts of bits and pieces. Now I'm going to be trying to make 2 things out of here, like soon. So this is the first one, and this is the one I've actually started. This is the cow. And then the second one I'm planning to do is this one, which is the pig. So I'm working on the cow at the moment. So that's what it's supposed to look like. Now I've been working on the head, so this is what I have so far. He has his antlers, not his antlers, his horns. It's not a reindeer I'm making a cow. He has his horns, or her horns, whatever. As the horns, I've got the eyes in and the nose, which I don't know if it'll show up very well, but this here is a very soft pink. And then I used the same brown eyes as I used for the Granny Crafter doll. And this is just like a light tan colour, and that's obviously white. So that's how much I've done of this cow so far. And that was just this morning, so I think I might even have this one finished for Easter. So that'd be fun. That's all my like works in progress and finished things. Moving on to the last couple of things I have to talk about. First of all, some things we've been making. Now you may have heard of hammer beads or henna beads. So these are 2 eggs my sister made, because we were doing kind of Eastery themed things. I also made this bunny, which I don't know if any of you know, but henna has these things which are great for standing up these little figures. So this one can stand on its own if I put it on there. And so this is a rabbit I did, and I just gave it like a stripy top and a set of dungarees. That's cute. And the last thing that I was doing with henna is actually rather huge. It's a game board, and I also made a bunch of counters, which is what I'm picking up. So these are the like game chips. Pretty hard to see. Yeah. They're just little flowers. That's what I decided to make because they fit nicely. So it's a bunch of little flowers. And then this is the game board. So it's frustration, Ludo. I can't remember what the Americans call it now, but you know that game where you have your counters here and then you roll the dice, and if you get 6 you start going around the board like that, and you try and get back to here and go in to the space. Actually, it's technically that way around you would be going, but you know what I mean. You try and get back to here and you put all your counters there, and whoever has their 4 counters in these spaces first wins. So I made it Easter themed by making these little pictures here eggs. So we have a flowery egg, spotty egg, we have like a random coloured egg, and then a stripy egg. Now I was actually going to do something else with this. I'm thinking of converting it over to crochet and making it into a whole thing. So it'll probably not be like available super soon, but I'm going to try and do that because I thought that would be fun, and I've never seen like this sort of game board made in crochet, so that will be interesting. And so yeah, henna. Henna beads are a fun little thing, and if you don't know how to use them, you put the beads on a pegboard, and then once you've made your picture, whatever it's going to be, you iron it with a piece of greaseproof paper over the top, and you iron it, and it makes it solid. So the last thing I'm going to talk about is what me and my sister got for Easter. So this is one of them. There's 2 books. This one still has its packaging. This one doesn't, so that's the one I'm going to show you because it'll be easier and it won't make as much noise. So it's a Easter book and it's called Doodle Scratchbook. So as you can see on this page, you can scratch it and it'll make patterns. But it also has like standard colouring pages, like this one, and the scratch ones. That's fun, and a extra fun little piece to this is it tells you how to make more of the paper to scratch off with. So I thought that was a cool little feature that they put in there. And it also comes up with like ideas for patterns and things you can do with the scratch stuff, like cards, keychains. So it's a nice little book, and it does come with one of these sticks. And this one obviously is kind of Easter themed, spring Easter themed. So that's the first things we got. That's the Easter one, and the other one is World of Flowers. It hasn't been opened, but it's the same idea as that one. The other thing we got is this, which is a giant stencil card craft set. It comes with these stencils, which I can have a look at if I can open it. Okay, so I've opened this kit here, so we'll get to see what's inside. Also, this is from B&M, whereas these were from Lidl. So if you're in the UK and you're looking for some Easter crafty things, B&M and Lidl were where these came from. So if I open up this box, I can get what's inside. Okay, so it comes with some pencils. Here's what it looks like inside the packaging. So it has 4 little pencils. This is a pencil sharpener. That's the pencil sharpener. And here's the stencils. Now it's the stencils I was excited about, because I like stencils. So here's one sheet. It's got the eggs, bunny, birds. I like this basket, it's cute. So this is one stencil. Then we have the second one, which has the fox and the hedgehog. There's a sun, ladybug, a couple of different flowers, a sheep. And then the last one is just kind of your standard stencil that a lot of kids tend to have, which is this. Not sure which way round. This way round you'll be able to read it, I think. And so, Happy Easter. And then it has just like basic letters, a couple of numbers, a few shapes. I like the fact that it has Happy Easter on it. Yeah, I think this is the way round for you to be able to see what the word is. I think that's cute. So that's the stencils it came with. And then it just has some basic white card, which they're not super thick, but they're not too flimsy. Like they kind of do that, but like it is kind of a card, so it's not too bad. And it was only from B&M for £3, so I would say that was a decent price for what you're getting. The last thing I've been doing with my sister is, I don't know if anyone's heard of it, but there's this channel on YouTube called Art Kids Hub, and I've been making some pictures with my sister that were related to Easter. The first one is this one. You can see it's when the rock got rolled away. And this one is an egg on some grass. I catch the top edge. Beep. It's one of those like surprise pictures. And so I put a bunny rabbit. That's what they had in their video. They had a bunny rabbit. And then I added all these eggs and swirls around it. And I thought that was fun. And this was all done in my favourite thing, crayons. And they look super cute. Now, I would be interested to know if I made this into a crochet pattern, would anybody be interested? Obviously it will not be available for quite a while because I will have to write the pattern, make the item, and I want to make some different game chips. I know I made these little flowers for this board here, but I want to make some different ones for actually a crochet one. So that's what it looks like, that's what it is. And yeah, so if I made it, would you be interested in making it? Remember and like, comment and subscribe down below. And ring that bell for notifications every time I make a video.